Maurice Berkeley and Braden Smith are deep. And the kick will be over the head of Braden Smith.
Lately, it seemed to get more in sync, and we'll see if that continues.
That's Atwell in motion. First down, a play fake by Cunningham. Pressure coming, and he'll go down. Justice Reed fights through for the Hokies, and Virginia Tech plays behind the line on the first snap. Here's the third down play, and this is Hawkins ripping it off. Here's Javian Hawkins, first down, and taken out of bounds. And Cunningham to throw, pressure coming, and here's Hawkins in the flat. And he will get to the 16, 17-yard line. And comes in averaging just under 39 yards. Will punt it away. Tavian Robinson, the fair catch up near midfield, and a good starting position for Hendon Hooker and Virginia Tech here. 6-yard punt, and now the Hokies near midfield. And on the first play, here's Khalil Herbert breaking free, and Herbert will be taken down at the 25 of the Cards.
Seen Louisville run that stretch zone play. There, Virginia Tech runs it. Just a little crease is all Khalil Herbert needs, and with the defensive line.
Two tights, and the Hokies move one out, and this is Hooker now on the keep. And Hendon Hooker took a big lick, ball popped loose, and a scramble around the 14. Fago, the safety, jarred it loose, but it was recovered by Virginia Tech.
Herbert is, he's fun to watch. You see all the explosiveness earlier. That time you saw him step through a tackle with some lower body strength.
Yep. Second and short. And here's Hooker on the keep and the score. Fifth rushing touchdown for Hendon Hooker. And Virginia Tech goes in front.
Down near the goal line, Hendon Hooker becomes a huge weapon. You see Khalil Herbert out front leading the way, but that offensive line has just opened up holes. No matter how long you have the ball, you're putting the ball in the end zone.
Cunningham looking to throw on first down. This is Tutu Atwell's first touch of the day, and got nearly 10 before he's taken down in the secondary by Breon Murray. Cards got to get reset. They had both Ford and Pfeiffer moving at the same time, and they try to get it to Hawkins. And the Hokies bottle him up, and there's Divine Diablo chasing him into the bench area. A package with Marshall in here. Hokies bring 4. Cunningham can't get away, and Reed's got his second sack. The Hokies.
He's on the left side of your screen, one-on-one against Renato Brown. A really nice move as Cunningham tries to climb in the pocket to rally back to him.
And on the fourth play, they will punt it away. And Robinson fields it over his shoulder at the 20. Tries to reroute, and he'll be taken out of bounds around the 21-yard line. They went 53 yards on 5 running plays, and here's Hooker. That's Trey Turner. And it'll be a first down, shy at the 33. See Mitchell in motion. Here's Hooker. Little play fake. And that's Mitchell again out in space around the edge, the big tight end. He gets it to midfield.
Attack, but watch Khalil Herbert right up the seam. The running back's wide open. Hendon Hooker decides to go to James Mitchell, and they get a nice game, but they'd have had a touchdown if they throw it to Mitchell. Already been an interesting day of football in the ACC. How about Clemson escaping?
Yep. Here is Turner on the sweep. And Trey Turner picks up the first down and more. Inside the 35 to the 34. The tackle made by the linebacker C.J. Avery.
Louisville.
A little bit of tempo, and the Cards play it well. And Louisville gets Kentrey Clark on the hit.
For a number of years in a row before Brian Brown showed up.
Second and long now. Hooker in trouble. Trying to escape the pocket and cut out against the Cards' pressure.
Off the play action, they just decide to bring a couple guys, the linebackers, and you like the rallying to the football.
You see the 2-by-2 for the Hokies on 3rd and 13. Hooker cuts back upfield, bounces into one, and will be taken down, and a flag thrown in behind the play at the 28. Brad Cornelson, the offensive coordinator, with Justin Fuente, and here is Blackshear back in the game, and boy, nothing there. And
it's a thin defense with inexperience up front. Virginia Tech's going to have success. You're going to have to put up points.
That's Atwell in motion. Here is Cunningham on that boot, and trying to squeeze it, and does, into traffic. Ball is caught by Des Fitzpatrick, and now a flag comes in behind the play. Second down, 7 to go. Cunningham from the pocket, hit as he throws, intercepted on the backside, picked off by Devin Taylor of the Hokies, and he'll return it back to the Louisville 31-yard line.
That forced this throw that went high. So coming off the edge, you had the nickel blitz, and Malik Cunningham just overthrows it. A nice job by Devin Taylor of being Johnny on the spot and making the play.
Hooker loads for the field and caught. Turner inside the 5. Yeast there to make the tackle, but Trey Turner does the damage. First and goal at the 3 for Virginia Tech.
Then a go on the outside, and Turner's right there in the middle. See, the underneath route takes the safety. Turner gets one-on-one with Russ Yeast and is able to win that route.
Jalen Holston's coming to backfield to work with Hooker. And Hooker will keep and drive for the end zone, and Virginia Tech has scored again with the quarterback on the ground. Here in the final minute of period 1, Hendon Hooker gets his second touchdown run.
Once again, going to the left side of that offensive line. See big number 74, Doug Nestor, with the kick-out block.
This will be anything but after the start now, where they trail by 2 scores. Cunningham on the boot again, back across. There's Pfeiffer, the tight end. First catch there, got knocked down. Big play in the secondary by Chapman. Quarter 2. Here's Cunningham. And the throw on first down. The tight end Marshawn Ford into Virginia Tech territory.
Malik Cunningham, and Ford just runs a little wheel up the boundary. It's a nice completion for this Louisville offense.
Pistol set with the staple of the center field offense, and Virginia Tech played it well, guys.
The pull all the way, if that's true. You got double slant, a slant coming from both sides, a blitz off the edge.
Arno, by the way, was also in there with Tisdale. Here's the 4th down play, and they stop it. Javian Hawkins cannot get cranked up on the ESPN app. 4th possession for the Hokies and a 2-touchdown lead, and Hooker looking to throw off his own 32, and wide open is Trey Turner, and he will crash to the 35 of Louisville.
Watch this. This is just play action. It looks like quarterback sweep all the way, clears out the underneath trash. You get one-on-one down the field.
That's just 70 yards here for Turner, and Hooker is perfect in the ballgame. Now from the 34, and look at Herbert bouncing off one, and open field for Khalil Herbert. He'll drive inside the 10, first and goal for the Hokies.
Just been all Virginia Tech so far. Jack Fagot comes down the field and tries to tackle Herbert.
That's Turner again in motion. Hooker will keep it, dive for the touchdown. 3rd rushing score of the day for Hendon Hooker.
He just faked the jet sweep going across. The offensive line caves it down. He gets a little bit of space, and they dive into the end zone to make sure. And then how about that? If they're not able to get anything going in the run game, then this offense is not going to be effective.
Yeah, and you see Berkeley for the first time. He'll get the carry here to the right and pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. Get out with 3rd and 6 here, staring the cards. Hokies bringing the pressure. Cunningham flees the pocket and finds Atwell. First down, pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Virginia Tech. Devin Taylor, who had the interception earlier.
Atwell just keeps working for his quarterback. See him stop, but he notices that that Cunningham is rolling, so he continues his route across the field. He's able to find some space for a nice conversion.
Who's from the big town of Lenora, West Virginia, population 1,391. Cunningham shoots it down the field and almost intercepted. Armani Chapman had a shot at that one. There's a flag on the play, too. Here's Cunningham. Looks near side. This is Fitzpatrick. inside the 20 and down to about the 13 goes Des Fitzpatrick. Chapman, another stop for Virginia Tech in the secondary.
Fantastic job of coming back to the football, which allows him to avoid the tackle of Shamari Connor as well. Make some moves down the field, but the textbook job there was coming back to the football.
Here's Cunningham. Now for the end zone. Caught. Did he hold all the way through? He did. It's a touchdown for Marshawn Ford.
This Louisville offense, Marshawn Ford lined up in the backfield. You get a post from the receiver. Marshawn Ford goes right up the seam and is wide open for the delivery.
Allen is one of the all-time great A&T Aggie greats in football. Here is Hooker thinking about the throw and took a massive shot from C.J. Avery.
It's another play action. Hendon Hooker's going to fake like he's going to run it. And as he climbs the pocket, he's lucky to hold on to that ball, Wes. I mean, C.J. Avery sees it, comes right through, and puts hurting on Hendon Hooker.
It is 3 and out for Virginia Tech. And the fair catch of the punt by Burns inside the 20. 3rd and long now after the sweep only got him a couple. Little option play here. Here's the cutback, and Hawkins fighting through for the first time today out to the 40-yard line. Nice run by Javian Hawkins.
In this case, it gets Javian Hawkins one-on-one, and he just cuts back and is able to get upfield. And when you have a playmaker like Javian Hawkins.
Hawkins got 20 there. Cunningham into the boundary. Fitzpatrick juggled it, and it is intercepted. Divine Diablo comes away with the carry. It looked like a game of hot potato headed soup.
This is just Des Fitzpatrick taking his eye off the ball, not securing it as it comes to him. Hits off a couple of people, and Amari Barno had a shot at it, but you cannot let Virginia Tech get a score and then double up.
And playing undermanned here in this first half, guys. Here's Herbert trying to get to the corner, and the Cards sew up the edge there. First guy was Rajay Burns. Here's Herbert sweeping to the wide side, and he's going to run into Dorian Etheridge and others. Montgomery, Eric, who's also been a big piece of what Louisville does against mobile quarterbacks especially.
Yeah, he's been the X factor for Louisville this year against mobile quarterbacks, against Notre Dame, against Ian Book, who likes to run a lot. He had 11 tackles and 2 sacks in that game.
So they may go man and bring pressure.
Here's Cunningham trying to escape the pocket and cannot. Boy, the Hokies front has been on the number since we started today. Breon Murray may have a word with Tisdale on the way to the locker room here.
Yeah, when you go back and watch film on that one, you're like, come on, man.
Here's the give, and look at Hawkins. Here's Javian Hawkins. Lots of speed. He's got one angle to beat, and he will. Touchdown. 90 yards.
Maybe a full court buzzer beater. Javian Hawkins just he just finds space. Virginia Tech's got everybody back to prevent it, and he goes up the sideline.
Khalil Herbert, 77 yards on 10 carries with Hendon Hooker, who wants to throw. Pressure coming, and he'll be sacked. Dorian Etheridge.
The secondary on the corner blitz at the bottom of your screen. Hendon Hooker feels him towards the end and never sees him. It was a slow developing route downfield. Trey Turner.
Oh, good start to the half for the Ville, right?
Yeah.
Low snap. Hooker scoops and throws. There's Mitchell, the big tight end, across the midfield line to the 46 of Louisville.
James Mitchell is lined up in the tight end position. Just turned loose right up the seam. Hendon Hooker does a nice job of finding him. And
fourth play of the drive. And the second down give, and this is Blackshear. Tried to get to the edge and did. Broke free and pushed it to the 32, and that'll be enough for a first down.
It's as explosive a duo with Javian Hawkins and Hassan Hall as anybody in the country as well.
Yep. Here is Hooker on the sweep. This is Robinson looking for room. And he'll be brought down shy of the goal line at the 1. Rajay Burns saved the touchdown.
Watch the block by Khalil Herbert, leading out front, sealing the inside, and Tavian Robinson has a seam getting out front of that, throwing the big block, made that play.
28 yards, 1st and goal. Hooker's got 3 rushing scores. This is Turner sweeping and scoring. Trey Turner, the rushing touchdown. Give it to the receiver on the sweep.
Over the last few seasons, this has been one of the best plays for Virginia Tech, that jet sweep. Defense is just going to have a stop in the 3rd, a stop in the 4th, and then the offense has to carry their weight.
Cunningham trying to go to Fitzpatrick on a running catch. Shoved out of bounds at the 48.
Get Des Fitzpatrick one-on-one against the freshman Dorian Strong. Pressure was in Malik Cunningham's face, but delivers a nice, accurate ball. This is a big 3rd down here.
3rd down for the Cards. Cunningham, as the pressure arrives, gets it to Atwell. He'll be shoved out by Diablo. Here's the give to Hawkins. And again, the Hokies handle it well. Tisdale, 34, is having a field day here, Roddy. He has played that zone for the most part perfectly, it looks like.
The defensive lineman, when you have that zone, you can create penetration, but if there's not...
2nd and 11 after a loss of 1. Cunningham for Atwell. Great catch in traffic ahead of Murray.
To Atwell at the bottom of your screen. He's just going to run a deep curl route. And as he comes back to the ball, puts the brakes on and elevates. Breon Murray is right there.
1st and 10. Cunningham on the boot. Back in the middle of the pocket. Wants to bail, looking for help. Now he'll tuck and run. And Connor tried to get to him.
A loss. The committee would consider the fact that Trevor Lawrence didn't play.
Out of the Louisville timeout. Little reverse. They're going to throw it back. And Cunningham wasn't looking for the throw from Braden Smith. Snap to Cunningham. To his right. Could run for it. Now throws, and it's intercepted. Armani Chapman has come away with the interception. Or no, Shamari Connor. Shamari Connor has come away with the pick. 3rd interception of the day for Malik Cunningham. That's Turner in motion. He and Mitchell have been the principal receivers today for Hooker. And here goes Herbert into the Louisville secondary, and he'll get a 1st down at the 16, guys. And here goes Hooker, looking to throw. Back here to the near side, they find the tight end. This is Nick Gallo for the 1st down. 2.5 to play in the 3rd. Hooker loads again, and Robinson the catch, and took a big shot from character.
It's RPO. Just sneaks behind the linebackers. And the advantage of the offset, which you see here, the running back next to the quarterback, is he's got his eyes down the field when he's riding that read.
And there goes Hooker for the 1st down. Inside the 40 toward the 38 of Louisville.
Back was in the dot behind the quarterback, and he could get downhill. Well, now that it's primarily played in the shotgun, the pistol allows him to keep the same track that he always had.
Justin Fuente had both running backs on the field in Blackshear and Herbert, and Hooker keeps it.
Created all kinds of confusion in the secondary, and Hendon Hooker just takes it right up the middle. You see the block by Lasita Smith. This offensive line.
3rd and 7. That's Herbert out of the backfield. And here is Hooker. And he will be pulled down. Looked like Burns was the first guy there, and then Chandler Jones. And this will be a 30-yarder. And Johnson squeezes it in the right upright.
Virginia Tech's going to take off the clock, and it starts to get really tight when you're looking at getting those 3.
This is 3rd and the full 10. Cunningham gonna throw it deep for Fitzpatrick in stride at the 30. Des Fitzpatrick runs out of the angle for the touchdown. Another big long ball for Louisville. And went right over the top of Breon Murray for the catch.
Big plays like this one. Des Fitzpatrick's to the bottom of your screen and just beats Murray off the line of scrimmage. He gets one-on-one. It's an easy pitch and catch, and Divine Diablo is chasing from the backside, but nobody's going to catch up to Fitzpatrick.
Oh, really? Are you serious?
That's going to be must-see TV.
Ball at the 31, and Hooker trying to dial deep, and Robinson, a great catch. Tavian Robinson, another sensational grab.
Now it's Tavian Robinson. You get a double post from the two receivers. The inside post takes the safety away. Robinson ends up one-on-one with Chandler Jones.
Here's Hooker, and runs right into Avery. C.J. Avery had a dozen tackles last week. Feels like he's had about that many today. Try is away, and perfect. So 9:14 to go. 13-point game. Cunningham looking on the deep throw. What a catch by Atwell. Oh!
The stigma with receivers that are a little bit more slight has kind of gone away, especially when they make catches.
Yard throw to Atwell from the 40. Hokies trying to get the extra guy through. Cunningham cuts it loose, and catch made on the backside, and going to work is Justin Marshall, the junior from east of Atlanta.
You're just trying to cut it in half. Get to a 4th and less than 10 so you can make it manageable, because you got to go for it.
And here is the third down throw, and the catch is made. Fitzpatrick, who had the long touchdown, and went to the ground. The ball popped loose, but I think he's been ruled down at the 42. 4th down. Cunningham right up the middle. 1st down and more. Malik inside the 20. Diablo the tackle at the 16.
Louisville has done such a nice job so far today in these situations. Malik Cunningham just on the draw, and Virginia Tech has not let him get loose in the run game so far.
That's Atwell in motion. They're going to hand it to Berkeley. Made the first guy miss, and Maurice Berkeley the touchdown. First rushing score for Berkeley. With 5:36 to go.
I wasn't sure that it wasn't some ankles that Maurice Berkeley took on that little shake and bake move.
The play fake to Blackshear. Hooker wants to throw, escapes the pocket, and finally brought down by Dorian Etheridge after he picked up about 16, maybe 17 yards on the play of the 41. 2nd and 3. And Khalil Herbert just smashes straight ahead, but right into the arms of big Jared Goldwire. And a flag down on the play. Scott Satterfield may have to think about using the one of the two here in a moment, but not before Herbert goes to the house. Khalil Herbert, his 6th rushing score of the year with 3:23 to play.
A 1st down, a little counter play. Khalil Herbert slips inside of a tackle and splits the two defenders down the field, and it's a touchdown. Virginia Tech ices this thing.
5 plays, 48 yards, and 2:13. Hooker and the 2-point throw. And he stays perfect. Trey Turner hauled it in against character.
You mentioned the Virginia Tech schedule in conference, but that Liberty game is no walk in the park. Liberty's undefeated.
Yeah. Hawkins knocked out of bounds, but it'll be a 1st down. Number 1, North Carolina on the tail end with Notre Dame. All tomorrow here on ACC Network with the Sunday Best that starts at noon.
Wasn't able to get going quickly enough in this game unless some crazy stuff happens to be able to pull it out.
Look at Cunningham avoid the rush, and now run for the 1st down and more. Pulled down by Connor at the 33. Now Cunningham to throw on the 2nd down play. If he can. Gets away from the pressure, and Got it to Hawkins. Is it complete? Yes, at the 20. Meetings, or they take the same game and each school says they won that game. Here's Cunningham out of the Virginia Tech timeout, and he will throw it away. So now it's 4th down. I was not at the 56 game.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, it's all alleged. Here's Cunningham. Got to get the first down, if nothing else. Wide open is Hawkins. Malik Cunningham flew it right to the edge of the envelope.
This one just scrambles and scrambles, but watch the path of Hawkins out of the backfield. He's starting to block. He sees his quarterback's in trouble. Malik Cunningham just flicks it out there, finds his running back.
Taking the delay of game, decided to opt to use a timeout, and oftentimes when you burn them in those situations, they come back to haunt you.
Here's the give again to Herbert, who breaks free, and he'll have the first down to the 30-yard line.
Tip your cap to Louisville for making it interesting down the stretch, making it close. But the response from Virginia Tech is exactly what you wanted to see, especially from this Virginia Tech offense. The ability to run the football. Hendon Hooker, incredible efficiency, is still yet to throw an incomplete pass.